Wagwan, Wagwan. Welcome to the DIY Yardie channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. In this video, I'm doing an assemble of the Baxton Studio Bar Stool. This is the assemble guide that comes with it. This is the pieces, what they look like for one chair, all the materials needed. And getting started, this is like the support for the legs. And it's kind of there's a short side here and a wider side to the front. It doesn't show very well on camera, but the legs are labeled. You have R, which is the rear legs with this little slot. Only the rear legs have that slot. Okay, and they're labeled R. Okay, and these are the screws, or one of the screws for the legs that attaches to the support for the leg. Okay, so getting started, what I do is attach the leg to the support, and the rear leg goes to the smaller side of the square or the support. All right, so like I said, it doesn't show up very well on camera here, but these are the rear legs I'm attaching, and that is to the narrowest side of this support. Okay, the square support. All right, so those are the rear legs labeled R. Now the front legs are labeled L, and those are going to the wider part. If you look at that square, you can see this side here is wider, while the other side is you know, maybe 2 inches um, narrower than this side. Okay, so basically I'm just getting these screws started. I'm not tightening them down. I'm going to get them attached to this support loosely, and then from here I will attach it to the seat itself. All right, so in all there are 16 screws that for each chair, 16 screws, and then it has for the support that connects this triangular part here that you're seeing right now. This triangular part, each one takes 3 screws and 2 washers for each screw. Now I've already went ahead and put all the washers on the screw that goes to each one of these legs, but let me take one apart. You'll see there's a big washer, this one, and then there's a smaller lock washer, which is a small one. So the small one goes on first, and the big one, and then just screws in place like that. All right, so for each one of these triangular connections, they get 1 screw and 2 washers, but the smaller washer goes on first. It's called a lock washer. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get all of these screws in place, and like I said, it doesn't come with the washers on the screw. I just went ahead and put everything in place just to make it easier. All right, so I basically get everything together loosely like I'm doing here, and make sure that everything is in place before I get into the point of starting to tighten down on anything. Make sure all the screws are in place before you go ahead and do that. All right, so it's a pretty easy job. As long as you get all your screws in place, don't just go ahead and put one in and start to tighten down. Make sure all your screws are in place, then you tighten. If you go ahead and tighten, as you go along, you will find, oh, this is a tool that's supplied, the Allen key that's supplied also. Yes, I was saying, if you go ahead and you tighten down on these screws, you'll find that, when you get to the other one to try to get the screws lined up, it'll be kind of difficult. So best, like I said, get everything started loosely, and then after that, then you go ahead and tighten down. All right. And like I said, this is the Braxton Studio Braxton Studio Bar Stool, and it's like four to a box with all the screws and washers needed. I'm actually doing 4 boxes of 4. All right, so that's 16 in all that I'm doing here, but I'm just doing this one to show you, you know, what it's like to go ahead and do one of these. All right, so this is the Allen that's applied, and tightening down on these legs, the attachment of the legs to the base of the seat. And remember, like I said, the B is the rear and the L is the front. Okay. Don't know why they put L as front, but that's the way it is. So just got to go with the way they have it. And also, if you find this video helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel. You know, it's free to subscribe, no cost at all. Give a thumbs up. You know, definitely help my channel to grow. I'm kind of new here on YouTube, and I'm trying to build my channel. So, doing these videos hopefully will help you, or is helping you if you are trying to do an assemble on one of these chairs, or some of these chairs, or anything, you know, anything that you might find on my channel that can help you in any way. All right, I definitely appreciate you subscribing, because it does help my channel to grow. So here now I'm moving to the support screws, and these screws, you don't have to torque down on them. You just want to make sure they're tight, you know, because they can strip out. I've realized they're not very sturdy as far as that point comes along. So just want to make sure, you know, you got them in there snug. And it might be a good idea if you get there's something called Loctite. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Loctite, but it's a liquid you can put on the threads of the screws, and it will help to keep the screws tight. All right, so this is what the stool looks like fully assembled, and I'm going to show you a shot of, you know, all of them that I did. That's all the chairs in the line there going down. All right, that's what it looks like. So I'm the DIY Yardie. Hope this video was helpful. Bless up till next time.